forward, but anyhow, every day, 1,000 new guys who they're testing and they're finding it.
Okay. Oh, so it's really the virus, the corona is still active.
Yeah, it's still active there, but of course, when you're testing much, you will find much, and there are really much testing here because they want to know what's going on. And in this case, they're finding much, of course.
Okay, great. So everything, now today, because there was the big wish from the community, the English-speaking community, to have a webinar with Vili Morand, and for good reasons, because last week we had a German webinar, and as you know, we have a very strong base in German-speaking countries, but in fact, we are worldwide. So we know that also there are a lot of English partners worldwide, and they are from different countries, from Canada to Nepal, to China, to Hong Kong, to Japan, and I'm sure the most of them are speaking English. Not like the Germans. A big part of the Germans don't speak English in any way.
They're speaking Dinglish.
They are speaking Dinglish. So exactly. Yes. So really, that's really good that you're all here in the webinar and you get an update, because I'm sure that all of you know the basics about Glamjet. What is Glamjet? What is the purpose of Glamjet? What we want to reach with Glamjet? And when Glamjet started, and you all know how your back office works, how you reinvest, how you make a voucher, and all this stuff. You know, there are a lot of small stuff to know if you're a partner from Glamjet. Hopefully you have a good sponsor, you have a good partner, or you have a good team. You are also active and giving the information to your partners. And today we are just speaking about what will come next for Glamjet. What are the next steps to go? This is the most important issue today. And we have round about 1 hour. And during the presentation from Vili, during the presentation, you can for sure ask questions in the chat. No problem. I will collect them. And but Vili has the chance to develop things, you know, and to show you also something. Perhaps I hope that it will work, because we can here share the Bildschirm.
Share the Bildschirm, yeah.
Yeah, share the Bildschirm, share the screen. So, and then we can show everything, what is going on with Glamjet, and what will be the bright future of Glamjet. Vili will show you. Okay, so the recording video, for sure, I will send after the webinar. I will send the recorded video of this presentation, and you can send it to all of your partners and all of your customers and everybody who is interested. So, Vili, it's up to you. You have now the podium.
I have the podium. Oh, okay. So first, thank you very much that you are joining from around everywhere the world. This English-speaking webinar from Sasha is well organized, and I'm happy to meet you all here. First, I'm not native English speaking, so that means if you find something there inside of English, I'm not perfect, but I'm giving my best. So that is one thing always before. Yeah, what is news at Glamjet? What is going on in the community? What is going on in the development? What is where we are now? So that's always the great question. And we are more, let's say, the working guys. So we are working in the background, doing our things, going forward. We are not so much talking, we are doing them there. And most of you will hear that there is something coming, what is really huge, really big, where we have waited 2 years for it then there. And this is now in different stages. I can tell you now much about the history, what we have do, what was the vision before 2 years, but I like always to confront you with the facts. And one fact is, I will making now a screen sharing here. And the first fact is, it's now really important is the pre-version. This, what I show you now, is not the ready version. This is the pre-version. So this is the website what will be the home, beside, of course, in the App Store, on the Play Store, and everywhere, of the Glamster. So Glamster is the world's first decentralized app, like we always have talked, and this will be the home. The website is glamster.me, Glamster.me. That is because you can send messages, Glamster.me something. And here you're seeing then the first, of course, screenshots of everything then there too. So this I have reserved specially for my English-speaking friends here, for you. Nobody else has seen it before. Even we have no German version of it then there. It's just for you an English version. It's not fully ready now. It's not fully describing everything then there, but it is for you to getting a first view of it then there. So what you're seeing here is then, of course, the logo of the Glamster app. The Glamster app. Then you're seeing inside of this is a decentralized wallet inside of it. It's then there in a cryptonized and secure, or encrypted is the right word for it. I'm going short back here. Zack. A messenger system inside of it. You can make it totally anonymous. Nobody see when you're online, if you have read the message, when you was the last one. So all the shit when you're getting stalked, this is here out then there. And it's then, of course, what you're seeing, it's secure connection, encrypted connection. You can, that is the thing here. You can proceed Glamjet token transactions. No? That is what the most of you are waiting, and we are too. The app here, the state-of-the-art features and the centralized and autonomic technology, high secure encrypted connection, P2P transaction with built-in wallet there, and everything is there secure. What is the difference between centralized and decentralized wallet? Decentralized mean that not the app or an exchange or whoever the wallet is keeping your private keys to your personal Bitcoins, Litecoins, Glamjets, or whatever. It's up in your secure. Nobody can run away with this. And when you have here of the scandals in the last years, Mr. Gox and whatever, every time it was centralized. So they have always getting from you your private key to your tokens. And then, of course, when trouble starts, then it's everything away. Here it's a decentralized wallet. This is something really special, what brings you 100% control of all your cryptocurrency. This is very interesting. It's easy for this to use it, like when you're sending a WhatsApp message then later. So it's a really, really nice, secure, easy function for the entrance into the crypto world then there. So keep it easy. It's secure, of course. It's message-based, and then we make it intuitive, so modular, so it's easy to find how to do it. And we have really privacy therein, so you will see it then there. We have, of course, there are broadcasting systems in. We have broadcasting system in where you can making a group of special people who you want to have in with invitation in there. And, of course, you can making a public broadcast. And you can make groups, everything there is in, everything what you need. But this is just the key functions. Much more will come to this and there. So you can see this is where you will find everything. Where is the home? And here you're seeing this you see chat settings. Oops, go back. Come on. Wallets. You're seeing there's the Glams, Bitcoins, Ethereum. Send, receive. Click on it. Pop, and it will be sent. And is here a message in, and that's then all done. So it's really easy, and that is the key of it. What we have is a really easy system. So it means it brings everybody into the access or to access to the world of crypto, and we have make it based that the Glamjet token, of course, can be finding here is home. So everybody has his crypto bank in his hand everywhere, decentralized. Another app where you all have heard about it is the Glamex. Glamex is the exchange who is coming. The exchange and Glamster are two separated portions. When you are on Glamster, of course, there will be a button what switch you to the another app, because this is then, you have here before I saying, oh, decentralized is not good. This is a decentralized exchange. But you just giving your things from decentralized short to centralized when you need it to exchange it, and then directly it goes back into decentralized. So that means that it's just for some seconds, it's on the decentralized, not like others where you must keep it for months or something like this. Is go in, goes out again, because this is for making the transactions then there. This is then later the part where then, of course, you can exchange, trade, like ever you want to call it, your glams. Here you can send your glams to everybody around the world because everybody want to have a secure, safe messenger system. It's here with the base together on a wallet because you need a wallet in the internet then there. And so we have bringing the power of these two together and making something really fine working. When you're seeing it in action, and you will see it soon, believe me, then there, you will be surprised how nice it can be, how easy it can be, and how you are be part of it, seeing how it's working. So that is the Glamster app then there. So we have now talked about, and I think we have talked in the German field before, a little bit in the English field there too. That, of course, the most of you knowing now, we having outside there a little opportunity called Corona, COVID, whatever. No? And so many things have changed. We was planning to do this here. We have planned it before now around 2 years. For 2 years, we're saying, okay, we're targeting on around 31 May, think we must there be ready. So we have taken and given us time then there to do. So what was happening on the time? Everything is running good. Everything is fine. No problem on our side. Until now, everybody of us is healthy in a good condition. So that's all fine. But the market and the situation around has changed totally. So we're saying, of course, in our programmer team, who are many of our programmer teams sitting in India there too, very nice people and very talented then there, that we are making some ideas over how you want to launch it to the right time. So we have say, okay, what we should do is now launch the Glamster app first from our strategy, because then we can bring in many, many more people into our Glamjet universe, because everybody who's in the system then there on Glamster is then later a possible customer for your coins then there too. So it means we can take a little bit time to develop and bringing much more people inside of the system than there who are using this here and saying this is great, and so it will be spreading. There was an app called Totok. It was, especially here in the area around, it's taken in 6 weeks, 65 million people on this messenger system then there. So there's potential for the right time with the right things. So something like we have created with this high security standards and everything then there with decentralized wallet and whatever, this is very rare to find. This is something really special because this is just the top of the iceberg. So the most things you don't see it, it's under the water. This will be going in this next stage. How it would an app work? When we're doing the app, this of course the wallet is then for the Glamster too, you have seen it. Then we are of course must bring it to the app stores. That means the Apple Store, we must bring it to the Android Play Store, it's called then there. And for this, you must making something called like a submission mode. Submission mode means depending on what you're sending in, if you're sending a ping pong game in, or if you're sending a wallet in, what has to do crypto, they are proving everything before they giving their okay to upload it into the Play Store. And that means this is a difficult thing. This, of course, we have not so under control. And that our plan was until now, we're bringing on the 31 May the app online. But we are under us, I tell you, it's a little bit out of our control, everything then there, because out of control means now a third party decides when it's ready. So that we are saying from the 31 of May, it will be coming. We're starting with the Glamster app, and then when the Glamster app is there, it's fully recognized. We're upgrading the Glamster app to the full functionality, and then we are adding then on it, then the Glamex, the exchange on it, and some different more features which we're having, where you will hear. Of course, I will not tell you everything what the app can do and how it is, because we need something for the launch date there too. So when I show you know everything, okay, should be fine. But it's like when you're going Mercedes, Benz, Porsche, Ferrari, bring out a new car. Of course, they're not telling you before how the car exactly looks. They call it L-König. This is something what is before. They don't show you all features. When they're going and saying we're launching it now, normally somewhere on a big event, then there are Detroit car shows or whatever, then they make the car whoop, making a way, and then you see in the car the same we doing then there too. Of course, that is why I not tell you every feature there inside, but believe me, there's much, much more. This is really the mothership of all apps there. It will be a central point of the life of everything. And so we're starting now with the key features on it then, yeah. So that's from our side where we're working on it. So we make it 7 days per week, 24 hours. So we are really there going forward and saying, okay, we want to give a good job. So we want to fulfill what was promoted then there and where we're going on. For us, but from the developing side, it means we are not sure about then there how everything now outside in the markets, so in the world, will really going on. And we don't know, and saying we have the mindset at the moment then there with all our experts and what you see in the world, that putting the glams on the exchange, on the blockchain at the 31st of May is not a good timing, because we have just one hit to going on exchange, going into the market. For this, you must having something like normal circumstance, let's call it like this then there. And of course, the app who is now here is so great that when we're taking there some weeks to fill it with people then there, we of course creating a really much more bigger market, because often the people will say, yeah, where are the million people are coming from? Of course, when they're using our messenger system, because it's free of charge, costs nothing then there. So you can use it, give it away. The wallet, of course, is free then there, and everybody who goes in the wallet scene directly, Glam, there it is then there. So everything is therein. So this we want to decide now in the next, let's say, days, how it will be exactly work. Our plan is for this, when we have then the app online and you seeing what it can be done, that we then together making a decision. So we will bring into your back office something like, it's in English, survey is the right name for it, where we saying, okay, what we do community now, should we do it like this? Should we do it like this? Should we do that? That everybody has the chance to vote and saying, okay, we thinking that is possible, the best idea, we launch it in this way. What is the opinion of it then there? That everybody has one voice, because you don't want to do as developer saying, okay, we are here the gods, we want to make it like this. That's why we are community, let's ask. But for this, we need the app then on the download, that you can download it on, I think the Android download will be earlier ready than the download for Apple than there, my personal opinion at the moment than there. And this leads to the next question, will be there a desktop version for the PC? But when we're talking about a desktop version for a PC, we don't talking about a desktop version, we're talking about 2 desktop versions, because there is always Apple system, and in this case, Microsoft system, then Windows. So we're talking about 2 possible desktop systems. This is planned, but will not be a part of the launch then there. We're launching with the, and we have to call it in the early days, it's the title where we have worked to, the walking exchange then there. We at the beginning are mobile, and later we will enhance, of course, everything then there. We are thinking at the moment about it then there, to making something possible in there. And to be honest, we are waiting for the reply from our attorneys then there about financial authorities and stuff, what you must ask about it, that everybody has the chance to be part of the Glamster app, because I tell you just some figures. This has nothing to do with the coin. The coin is always its own universe. Nobody can touch it. It's a DOA. It's a decentralized anonymous organization, so nobody can control the coin later, and the coin is on the blockchain. It relates then to the person who own it. In case you, me, Sasha, Ian, Francis, Kim, hi Kim, Mustafa, Derek, Inas, Liz. So everybody then there, these are the owners of Glamjet then there. But like I told in the early days, and when you are looking the old videos then there, of course, let's say we have set the course when we exactly wanted to know where we go, but sometimes we are making some new adjustments on it then there. And so we have saying then there, okay, we always wanted to create something that the high finance has an entrance door to the Glamjet world then there. And the Glamster app is it? Because just one thing, WhatsApp, most of you know it, or using it, of course, then there. This was then sold, in this case, to Facebook for 80, in English, billion dollars. So that is something what is really nice. When you are, and that is now the important thing, the Glam token is connected into the app. You cannot run the app later and taking the token out in the code. It's totally connected. So that means everything what is inside of the app as extras, what you can have, you pay it with Glam. So it means there is a high value in it then there. And so that means that we are thinking about, very important then there, to open it up, that we're saying, okay, let be there others coming into this app, whoever it is, because our goal is the Glamjet, the token then there. But when there is the big chance that big players coming in, it then will be helping to spreading our coin over the world, because that is the final mission of everything then there, to make a cryptocurrency for everybody around the world, ready for them, that everybody has access and everybody can having it. And what is the key? It's the mobile phone then there. And of course, this we're having. This leading to other things then there. This leading to, you can connect it to a marketplace. Later, you can connect it to payment system. If you have a payment system, you have a marketplace, then you're something like a little god in the systems then there. And so we have really big plans there. So some people say, oh, okay, the project will stopping around in May or something. No, nothing will stopping. Then it really begins to getting really interesting then there. So in this case, we have really, really much before us from work from our side than you, and possible from your side then to help us together to making our project more wider. Because when our project getting more wider, getting more public, more interesting, of course, it's for your coins. Very good, because then it goes up. And who are owning the most of coins? You are then there. So that is called our strategy, something what is based on facts, on numbers, something what understandable. It always has to do with logical work to do, and always has substance. So we are exactly knowing from where is what coming. And the key thing is on it then there. Many people were saying, oh, you have making it there, that will be a scam later, or an exit, or you run away with the money, or stuff like this, what you're always hearing over the ICOs. And they have right. 90% of them has do it. And the goal from our team, when we was getting then the order to make this then there and saying, let's develop this, then there was directly the key to saying, okay, what we are producing then there and what we are giving is something what has really a date where we will launching it, where you're seeing all where you have waiting for, that it's been possible in this time to making an ICO working and to make it successful and to make it that everybody inside is happy. Okay, when I say everybody, I know it's always you have somewhere somebody who is not happy. This is something what is always on the world everywhere then there. These guys or girls you need in then there. But that's saying if we have a 99% quote, we are really happy about it then there to go and to work forward. And that is then the goal. And the Glamster is the key to it then there. And that is why we are saying this is our baby, this must be exactly placed, this must be all be done then there. So that means Glamjet is one thing. I see short on the right side from Uday. Sorry when I don't speak your name really wrong. So Glamjet is launched because Glamjet is the mother. The token called Glam. So Glam, that's the short version of it then there. So he will be going online when Glamster is online because there is the wallet inside which we needed to putting your tokens on it. Let's talk about the process, how it works. You have your back office, your Glamjet back office, or you can go over to My Crypto Consult and linking directly into the Glamjet office. There are your tokens. So when then the Glamjet, the Glamster is launched, then following will happening. In your back office will be appearing then a new field where standing, please put your Glamster wallet here, because when everything going on the blockchain, and we must then know to which address must be your Glams then going. And that means you're making an account by Glamster, you're getting your address for your Glamster wallet then there. Then is there, of course, like you have a Bitcoin wallet, Ethereum wallet, and the Glam wallet. There is then your personal public key. Public key means there where to send the money. Never mistaken it with your private key. Private key is that was private, never give it to somebody. What is the public key that everybody can see? This you're putting into your back office, and then we're knowing, okay, after the system, like we are told you, we're sending first the basics coins, it's coming to your wallet, then we're sending the bonus token, coming, then there, and then we send the contribution on it. And there, in this way, it will be working, so they're getting. In this moment, when they're coming to your wallet, because it's a decentralized wallet, it's yours. It's up to you. Nobody can take the tokens away from you. You can send them where you want, over the app, or exchange it later like you want, or you can possibly use it over a payment system, which is accepting Glam, and you can buy what you want. It's a possibility there too. So there are many things prepared for you to go. This is not working all on one day, on the first day, but it's implanted then there. So that is from the progressing of it then there. So we are in a continuous launching of everything at the moment. So the next 3 months getting the really exciting months, because we have so much things to do then there. And even many people of you have heard about that we're making now international partnerships, teaming up with many companies then there who then be wanted accepting then the Glams. And so there's really much to do then there. So this is from the generally then there, where at the moment we are from the developing side then there, is that where is the standing then there. And the standing is then there that everything is on course, everything is be done. There are some strategic decisions will be done together with you then there, what we do. But for at now, everything looks really fine then there. And we are really, by us internally, by the develop team, really happy about the app, because the app is better than we have really expected it. So, Sasha, my friend.
Yes,
yeah.
Vili. So. Thanks a lot, my friend. And what I saw here in the chat was that a lot of partners were very quite amazed about the app. And now you have the chance to ask more specific question. I think what Vili told us is really the latest news, and even this, what he said about the website, the German partners didn't say it, so it really didn't saw it. So it was really world news. Really, the first, you were the first one who saw this website. And that's really great.
After me.
After me. So, yeah, exactly. So really great. And I think we cannot thank enough Vili and his team, because you know, they are far away. They are not just around the corner. And we all don't know exactly what is going on. We don't have a really concrete idea, but it's a lot of work. A lot of work to program an app like this mother of all apps. I think, and I think you told us 37 software programmer were active day by day, no?
It's so. We are working following system. Every time we have a basic, call it like basic crew, and all of them are working from home, except, let's say, the programmer team. They are sitting in the basic of them in one room. But for every time when we needed, we're saying we needed more specialists, we're always growing and blowing up the team and bringing new in. So we have something like was heißt das nochmal? Well, I was thinking, how is it in English? We have a basic crew, also Stammmannschaft.
So basic team.
It's a basic team.
Who are doing the basic stuff.
Or DJ, like a resident DJ. So we have resident programmers, and then when we're needing it for the program based, and then like now, let's say the blockchain, just a little bit about the plannings, where we was in mind and where we has begin to start to talk about it, and And every time you must find the right people at the right time. And there was coming discussions about it because we are launching the coin at the Ethereum platform called ERC20. So this is the one we're making at the moment the most sense. But between it, we was now thinking and talking with our crew about let's program a blockchain for ourselves. So to set it up with nodes, master nodes, and everything. And of course, you can taking a blockchain there from somebody like a script and there, take it for $10 out of the internet and there, or you program it with a high security then there, with all functions which you are thinking what it's needed then there. And then we have seen, okay, we have not this time left then to do it. And the programming is not like you're repairing something or doing something. This is really stuff where you not can say, okay, tomorrow we are ready, but there can be some bug and nobody knows in millions of writings then there who is the bug, who it is then there, and it can taking sometimes 2 days, 3 days, 4 days to find it. Possible it's a bug where somebody else from another division has done, but this guy is now ill or something like this. So this is always a crazy stuff, this programming thing. So there's always, let's say that we have hit it and getting to this stage now that we are really now in this area to walk on and saying, oh, we have the app ready then there. No? And it's now more on third party where we're waiting, then normally we'll be waiting on us. That is the normal status. Then we're saying, okay, our job is really well done. It's good. We are on a good stage then there. And so is that what we're doing from our side then there? So we have designers, we're having a much then there. We're having many people who are texting then there. Translator we have not by us, of course, German, English stuff like this. For this we are using external offices then there because every time a new language appears like Nepali or now for Kim and stuff like this, we're saying, okay, we must then have professionals who don't do nothing else than this, than that. But all other, been programming and making in-house. We have a really, really good team and support everywhere. So everything is really in-house. The only thing is then we're taking sometimes programmers from outside for, we're saying, okay, we're needing much more help to speed it up. If we don't do it, we are not ready like this now. So this is then there. And sometimes, of course, we are looking that we are buying in little companies, and of course we are not buying Microsoft and there, but to buying in little teams, little software stuff, a little, let's say, design teams then there to joining us then there, because at the moment it's difficult times outside there, and we have good things here in Run, so we can employ people and bringing them in. On the other side, many good people will be kicked out of their companies, but we are really crisis approved. So we're knowing the crisis. It sounds now strange, but for us it was good for our team, for the growing, for everything then there. But the total economic and the situation is of course shit. Then there, and that is what the most people has then there, where we then really talking about, is this now the real environment where we wanted to go and where we want to start? The people are to defocus. That is what we all together then decide.
Okay, and coming back a little bit to the questions here, is there is one question what is really important for the partners. They want to have an idea when the app perhaps will come. So do you have in 1, 2, 3 weeks? Can you give us an idea?
So, like I say, it's not depending on us then there. So we have internal discussions about that then there. And we are in contact, of course, with the Apple developer team. We are, of course, with the others then there to looking where is the feedback, where it's coming then there. So everything what I hear is possible between 1 and 3 weeks from now. Personally, if it's 1 week, I would like it because then it's 31st May and we're making really a point. And if it's then just the Android app, for example, who I personally think this will be the first, then it's good. Then there. But the problematic is, of course, Emma, to saying, okay, that's the point to do it. So for me, it's easier to say, because I don't want to promote something where I'm not 100% sure, because it's not relying on us, that we're saying, okay, from the 31st of May. But then when it's coming and it's ready, we directly kick it out then there. And you will be informed, let's say, the next day, or it's possible it's on the App Store uploaded before we else see it, and this can be possible then there too. Then it's there, and then we will directly go and making on then there, because we thinking this year this app will spreading like a virus is not now a good really to compare what we mean, but it will really going into the world really quick.
Okay. And the second question is around, actually the token is 16 cents. And one partner is here asking, what is the justification that we are going up with the price to 17, 18, or perhaps is it possible as to go more up in the price because, for example, we go on the exchange in 2 or 3 or 4 months as the community decides?
So what is the plan at the moment? What I know, on Monday to Tuesday, it goes on 70 cents. This is what is will be the first thing. Then we're going to maximum 18 then there. Because we having then there access to our own exchange then there, so that meaning we have a better system where we can go. That means because we are releasing at first the basic token. And to be honest, everybody knows the basic token are the little part of everything, because we have given contributions like crazy, because the philosophy from us is then there, share it together when you're part of the community. When you are so, let's call it positive crazy, to believing before 2 years in a project like this, you must be getting a big, call it like this. It's not the right word for it in English. It's not a share, but it's like a share of the company, but it's a token. Because when you're having, let's say, 1 billion tokens, then you have something what is a percent of the direct anonymous organization that is then yours then there. But this means from this case then there, when we are looking on it, that you are responsible for yourself when the basic token is coming out, then there, that we are spreading them out as quick as possible. In this case, then you can send it over to your wallet to somebody who want to have it. Then there, you can do it by yourself because it's yours then there. Or you're saying you're sending it to the exchange and saying, okay, the exchange should do the work from you, because we have just at the beginning of the basic little tiny tokens in relation to the 250 trillions then there. That meaning that this will be going really quick away. So that's meaning in our understanding. That's the theory. So I say always, this is theory. We know not what's happening, but it looks like then that the course will not going down. When the course is not going down, we are happy. If the course goes up, it's best. But to be honest, is it then, and even if the course would be going to 1 cent, you have millions and millions of these tokens, then there, you will be always on the bright side of life, let's call it like this then there. So that is the strategy. And when we have sold every basic token of everybody, so everybody has a minimum, let's call it like a return of what his contribution was for this project then there, plus most of them will have not buy it for 18 cents. They will get it for 1, for 2, for 5, for 60, whatever it is then there. They will be making a plus on it then there. And then we are going out and taking the bonus token out and let them go into the market. And then it begins to getting interesting then there. So it's not like, because everybody of you knowing, it would be totally crazy to releasing 250 trillion tokens at first day one. What will be happening for this? You must not be having a master in economic. Down. that's everything is killed. So we make it like everything else. We're making a little bit the holding period, putting it out, looking how the market reacting. But now we have a factor inside of it. Then there is our Glamster. For making their things happening, you needing Glamjets. And so everybody was happy with the app and he wants something extra. That we will, of course, tell you later then there. They will buy Glamster from themselves because they want to have it to unlock the features. And this is a very good thing. We are seeing how clever this mechanism is built in them there. So, like I say, there I'm really sure it will be working there on it and there. I cannot tell you where's the rate in 1 year. I don't know. Possible high, possible low. But what I know, everybody who is in the community, I'm thinking about it, he will having a good fortune out of it then there. Is it 100% sure? No. No, nobody knows what's happening then there. Is there a risk? Of course there's a risk then there. But what we want to do is minimize everything and think over it, because we have just one shoot to hit it then there. And that is why we are thinking really much about when is the right timing, what is there we need it, where we do it then there. So because if it's not working for you, it's not working for us. And then you have, let's say, spent $100. We have spent 2 years of our life, full day working then there. And that is sometimes, to be honest, it's in the English speaking are not like this. The Germans are nice, the Austrians are nice, the Swiss are nice, but they are sometimes difficult. So that means then they're saying, yeah, but we must do it like this. I want this, I want this, and I want this. When there's launching, and I want to have it this day, this date. So they're making, not all, the most are reasonable, but some are, oh, quite. And then it's my question always, oh yeah, okay, you tell me now, I must launch today, everything ready for you like you wanted. And then just let me short ask you, what was your commitment, your contribution to our community? What is that, what you have bring in? Yeah, but I have millions of tokens. They are worth like this. I say, no, what was your contribution to us? What you have bring? $100. I'm saying, okay, for $100, you will stress me now that I must launch it tomorrow for you because you want it? Say, what now? So there's always between what you bring in and what you want, then they're from us to do. And so everybody has his voice. We are all, of course, humans and everything the same. But there's always something different. And let's say somebody like Sasha, who really helps the community, making much of the stuff, much working, bringing much people to the project, and there has much coins than there. So this is a different voice. But from these people, you normally don't hear nothing than there, because they are committed on a higher scale. And so if somebody stresses you or you're stressing yourself, sometimes I must have it. There was really nice argument. We were also having always discussion about it. They're saying, yeah, why we must launch exactly at the first one? Yeah, because I want to buy me a new car. Okay, I think that is not the reason to launch it for me, because it depending on when we launching it at your date, then you possibly have a VW Golf. But when we launch it together as community and finding the right, then you have possible a Ferrari. So it's a different concept. And so it is that what is the best for the community, then there, how we do it. And so we decided, in my eyes, together then there. And that is the way how we work now at the end then there, and how we doing that. And so it's a greater good for everybody of us. So everybody of us must be having a fortune in there. And we can saying just, we're doing the best for everything, because when it's working for you, it's working for us. We are all happy then there. And later when you see Sasha and me, then you will saying, this was a great job, very well done, very cool. It's the better thing than they're like saying, okay, now we have here at the $100 guy, we have launched it. No, sorry, it was a mistake. But this is not what we want to do.
Yeah, it's all about success, no? At the end,
and attitude.
Yeah, exactly. We want to be successful with Glamjet for sure. And at the end, this is the most important thing. And there is one question. It's about, a strategy a little bit, when the Glamster app will go online, so can be downloaded. Will there be some kind of promotion for the app? So, on Facebook, because it's an independent app, so everybody can download it. And then at a certain point, they will see, oh, there is a Glamjet coin. What's this? So do you have an idea how we can bring millions and millions of people to use the Glamster app?
Of course, we do it like usually. We're making from mouse to mouse propaganda, first one. Okay. Mouse to mouse is today social media there too. So we're using it in this case where we have it. We have a good plan for it then there, but first we want to launch it between us then there to find out, because it's a different if 20 people are working on it and testing it as when thousands are working. So we're making internally with us then the first test, then therefore the first days, and looking, is everything working fine? And then we gain the next step. Refer it to your people who you like, because when you are playing with it, you will think, oh, that's crazy. Click it over. It will be spreading out automatically, be sure. If the software is like I told you, the app, it will be spreading by themselves really quick, really good, because people will like it. And everybody is searching for this. And believe me, decentralized wallets, this is the future. Not centralized stuff. This is from yesterday. We are making now the transmission that we have everything, that we have centralized, decentralized, so we're playing on every play field. But decentralized is later really the future.
Okay, so in fact, when the app will be there, do you think that everybody can easily use this app because everybody knows it is like WhatsApp and a crypto app and all this function, or is there something special to learn about this app, or is it so easy to use for everybody?
So the over title was easy. So that means if you have no idea and how it's working, it's intuitive. So you're knowing, oh, it's like this, it's like this. If you are familiar with other messenger systems like Telegram, WhatsApp, whatever, you will find really quick in. So this is like changing. We have some, I don't know if I can tell it because I know possibly one of my programmers is here on it, or the lead programmer, possible, so I must look on it what I'm saying. But possible, it has been possible that everything what you have on WhatsApp is directly in there too. So you will not feel a difference So there are really crazy things about it. It's be easy. When you're looking on the wallet, it's really easy there too. Of course, you must set up your wallet, but it makes everything for yourself. So what I see from my experience, what I have seen at the moment, it's very easy. When we find out in the testing, that is something too complicated, then we will change it. Or possible, it's not something what you can making more easier because you must making some security things for yourself. No? But I would say it's really, really, really easy.
Okay, so that's really a big possibility that everybody in the world can use this app. And as you said, the more people use this app, it's for us, it's a big milestone, because then hundreds of millions of people perhaps have this app, and then for us, this is the big thing, because and at a certain point they all have to use the Glamjet coin. And there is one question crucial again, because you already answered the question, but I think some partners didn't understand what is the strategy to come online with the coin. This means with the survey. You told something about the survey. So what are perhaps the options we will have? Is there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months? So how do people, after this meeting, they should know exactly what will come when the app will be there.
Okay. So what is the plan? I'm looking a little bit here on the sites There's there are many poor people that only can spend 100, so they have the part of community, not big investors. Yeah, of course. That is exactly, it's just an idea. Everybody has the same voice. In the survey, everybody has the same voice. Everybody is here like we should do. So that meaning that everybody has the same rights on it, and that is why it's in. What will be possible inside it? This is the point of what we are launching next. This would be one point. So Glamster Egg. Also Glamster is the next what we're launching, of course. What we're doing there? We're going on the Glamster. What is strategically from view better? We're joining now. We're launching now. We give us 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. What is the strategy? What is the plan for it? How to do? What are the following things which is on the schedule? Then on the other side is where we are saying how we are acting with the bonus token. Then for example, so that let's say we putting the 2 years together in a survey, and everybody can give him the opinion back and his vote back for what he think is right. And over this, we have a really good thing. What we have now, the the mood, the situation, how everybody's seeing it then there, because we cannot make this survey before 2 years, because now we are in the reality then there, and then we find out together what we together as community do, which direction then there. No? So I cannot tell you every question now, because then we can make in a survey now. We're needing first the Glamster app. When you're looking on this, because many of the questions then there, or the main question of it, you can just answer when you was in the app.
Exactly. This means after the app is there will be the survey.
Okay, correct. Yeah.
So perhaps in June. So perhaps in June there will be the survey, and then you have the different options, and then everybody who really participates can also vote. So who doesn't participate and doesn't vote doesn't have a voice. That's for sure.
Yeah. And there's Daniel asking, making calls, include your videos, everything what you know from the standard application like WhatsApp and Telegram. This is all in then there. We are having then there unlimited groups there, where you have unlimited people inside of it. You have closed groups, secret groups, you have channels, you have broadcast, you have private, you have how it's called, self-destroying chats. The bang, not your phone is self-destroyed, but the message inside of it. So all the stuff was really cool, and some features more. Like what I personally like is to cut away all your online status. Then there, you don't see when you're online, you don't see when you was last time online. You can choose it if you like it. You want to be seen, or when was your tick, or you want no ticks, or whatever, that nobody can really stress you and stalk you all the time. That's my favorite feature.
And you told something about, in the German call, you told something about that there will be some kind of tracking that you see when your child are on the way and they have this app. Perhaps you can track them where they are.
This has to do with our walking exchange idea. With the walking exchange idea, it should later be possible that you're seeing where are the people running around, who you personally can exchange face-to-face, really face-to-face then there. And this meaning there is much potential then there for, let's say, really positive tracking, call it like this then there. But this will be coming after the launch as options then there. But we're having now, then this is something like for the survey, for example, then there, what are the next features which you think you're liking next then there? And that is then the clicks where we done, because we have asked everybody what you're thinking, what is a good idea then there. And many of them, like one I have really liked then there was that the app can translate your message directly into your language. So a Chinese sent you something, blah, 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 and directly is it to German, that you exactly knowing what he's writing you then there. So translation, a translator like in Star Trek directly then there. And I was thinking, okay, it's a good idea. And I was excited. Others was not so excited about it, but we take it on the list in the survey, say, okay, this we can do, this we can do, this we can do, this we can do. And then we're seeing where is the demand. Where is the best demand on it?
Okay, and there is another question about when we have this Glamster app, then but the coin is not online, but we have the wallet. This means we can also pay our packages in Glamjet. We can pay our token packages with the BTC wallet in Glamster app. Is it possible?
So when you have in the e-wallet,
yes,
then BTC, Ethereum, or whatever, it's yours. You can do with them what you want. You can buy Glamsters. You can buy them with packaged, whatever you can pay with it. It's a fully payment system inside of it, and you can send it wherever you want. No problem.
Exactly. So we already can use it as an exchange, and also bring all the partners say don't use Bitwala. Don't use Coinbase, don't use Anyway, just use this app, and then to bring all your coins there, and also then to, for example, pay the token packages until we are online with our IPO.
You must think about it. There's always a difference between the wallet and the exchange himself. Yeah. Okay. So personally, let's say, like I should do it. If you're having a stick, ledger stick, a treasure stick, or something like this, then so many people are using it, you have access to your private keys. Then there is the other option then there. you bring your coins to an exchange, a centralized exchange, and they're holding for you the private keys. That's the old-fashioned way. So that means you are not in charge. When you're bringing all your tokens, all your Bitcoins to the Glamster app, you have all the functionality of this, but the private key keeps with you. So it's a 100% secure system for yourself. So taking your coins out of the centralized e-wallets making sense. They are not going to our Glamster app. They stays with you. That is fair. That is what we believe in security. It's yours. And when you want to exchange, let's say, your Bitcoin, Glamsters, Ethereum to whatever other thing then send it for this transaction to the exchange it, and send it directly back then to your decentralized wallet. This will be the new way that you have maximum it always with you and not with somebody else because you never know. They can be getting hacked or whatever or they run away with your money. Or when the Bitcoin course is going down, they stop trading, and so you cannot sell it, and they're making the money on it because they're selling it beside for high money. And then they're waiting course going down, and then they're giving you the Bitcoins, which they're buying for a low price back. So they do it. Not everybody, of course, but we know, of course, many of them do it. And this will not be happening when you have it on the Glamster app with a decentralized e-wallet. This can never happen.
And because I see here the question, and I have the impression some don't want to hear what Vili is saying all the time. He's saying the app will come, then there will be the survey, and then there will be a community decision based. There will be a community decision when the coin, the Glam, will go online. This will be the survey. So when is the best time to go online? So because here everybody is Glam still going on the 31 of May. We just talked about it 20 minutes that there will be the survey, and the survey will bring an idea what is the way for Glamjet. So perhaps it will be very soon, perhaps it will be a little bit later. This will be also discussed. What is the outcome of the survey and what is the way? And the first step is the Glamster app. The first step.
That's the app. The funny question is here from Alexander. He say in November 20, we buy the basic tokens for 0.3. No, they have begin with 0.1. Now everybody can buy for 0.1. For example, 888. The problematic of it is there's always a difference later between basic token, which token you have getting out, and the bonus token. And there is always something more in it. The earlier you have buy it, that meaning on the list of the release, you are more before. So that meaning your token going first in there. So there's always something like a relay state in there. So this is something more with technique. So this, let's say, calculation is not so like it should be, like you're thinking. That is what we often have. We have opinions of people there, but without all facts around and thinking through it there. And we believing here by us that everybody has the same chances there, because when you are now buying 8888, for example, and you are somebody who's number 2020, it's really cool for you because you're one of the after early birds. You're not one of the early birds, but you was really near to it there. So that meaning this will count for you really good. So the best what you can do is taking now this. And of course, we want you to grow up the community. So we would be a shit community when we're giving shit offers. So we want you to expand. And if you are clever and you giving 1888 back, you having for free the same. So this year was not having in November. So that means that is what it has to do with activity, helping and building up the community. And when you help to grow the community, you will reward it, is of course, and too. So we enhancing into the future and not be living in the past.
Exactly. So it's like I see Glamjet. We started 1.5, 2 years ago, and we learned on this way, and all the way, Glamjet fulfilled every step which were claimed to the community. And now we are at this crucial point, and we trusted all the time. We did give a lot of trust to the leadership of Glamjet. And I think we should now also trust this leadership. We shouldn't discuss all the time if it's useful to trust them. I think it is absolutely useful because they sacrificed 2 years in this project, and they will go online. And now our job, for example, for me as a networker, my job is now to bring as many people as possible to this project. To inform as many people as possible, because if I don't do it, I have a lot of problems afterwards, because I believe in the future of Glamjet, and then they will say, you are a bastard, you are an asshole, because you didn't inform me about Glamjet, and I'm not now millionaire, and you are fucking bastard. I think you should really think about what can you now do in the next weeks to bring as many people as possible to Glamjet, because the bigger the community is, the more successful this project will be.
There's a funny question. It's from Ben, and then there's some points. I don't know how we can make it bigger, that I see the full name. Benno Blitters. Yeah, hey, hello, Benno. Where is the in-house? Does an official address exist? Is it possible to send a photo from the masked stuff inside the office? So that is a really good question. We are believing in that what is now the new world standard. We are believing, since we are making startups and everything this now since 7 years. But we are believing in one really cool thing that called home-based business. That meaning working from home was all the time our first option then there. So we have not an office like usually. Our office is the internet. And that means for us has changing nothing, because they have sent all their people to home for homework and they're not prepared for us. Our people sitting everywhere. They're sitting in Norway. They're sitting in the Netherlands. They're sitting in India. They're sitting in Pakistan. They're sitting in Vietnam. They're sitting here in Dubai. They're sitting here around, then there some of them in South Africa. So everywhere. But everybody of our people around sitting at home without a mask. That is the cool thing, because you can work from. So what is now the new standard for the next years? Home-based business, we are doing it directly, because I am not believing in putting people like chickens in a cage. And we are sitting here in Dubai. And in Dubai, they have really not so much space. And you don't want to sit there in office. So we're believing in this then there. And that is a really part what has helped us now over the crisis, because for us has nothing really much changed then there. Even our programmer teams in India, we have separated them and saying, okay, we're working like home. All the communication is running over Zoom and everything then there. So this we don't have, and I don't think we will have it in the future because it's not needed. Do you know how many people, when WhatsApp was sold to Microsoft, was working in WhatsApp? And they're getting 80 billions for it? Well, is it trillions then there? No, billions. 35. And they was not working really in the office. So office is thinking from the old century, and it's thinking before the crisis. It's now the new future. And we are living the future before, because that is our part. So I can't not send you people with masks. No? That is not possible, because we have all free breathing people around us then there, and we don't believe in offices then there, because our business is in the internet then there. But we're believing in people. And people is then, when you see me, you see Sasha, you see everywhere, this is more important than there, because it's the same question as next. Can you please show me then where my Glamjets, in which trésor they are, or on which bank? That would be the same question. That is the old style. We are new style. Of course, I'm not the youngest than there. I'm not 20 like Sasha, but I believing in the future technologies than there. And I believing not in putting people in the cage and enslave them. That is not my philosophy. That was never then there. That is why it was always so hard for me to have employed people. This makes me crazy then there. I like to work with people who can do it by yourself, who are independent, who you can work on one level of eyes. So I like, and can later talk with our people then there. They are all normal. They are all on one level. There is no boss and you are the slave or something like this. No, we are all equal. Then and we are something like democratic. Then we are talking much. Some people in our team are making crazy. Well, we are talking about the color of this button. Yeah, it's important. It's a button where everybody hit, and we must as team decide which is good. So some people going crazy. So we are a democratic system. That is why to the other question. And of course, not everybody in our community, when we asking them, are crypto experts. But they're giving us a good opinion back. Then how normal people are thinking. Normal meaning people who have not the generally understanding of the whole crypto industry. And it's so deep in what is the normal user thinking about, what can it be. And this is a really important feedback. That what we're saying, we want not to make a decision without the feedback from the community, because it's important. We have this chance to making something like, how it's called, marketing research, opinion research by our own people. That's perfect. Let's use it. Don't use, there are near 100,000 brains are. Let them click, let them give the opinion, let them say what is there, what are the key things then there, what we look at. Then we're seeing what is the majority of them really thinking about it. And then we have to wait.
And perhaps the last question.
Cloud technology, I'm thinking, is this.
And the last question, because perhaps there will be more questions afterwards, but we have to...
You can collect all questions, send them to Sasha. He will answer it.
And I will answer them. Or I will send them to Vili, and we have that English group, and there you can also ask all your questions. And really, really be active. Really, that's really important now. Don't fall asleep. Be active still. Bring people. I just checked. I did win 5 new partners today. And, I'm not sleeping. I'm still going on. And because I think as many people as possible should come to Glamjet. And there's one question left about because perhaps not every token is sold when we go online. What is the strategy? What will be with the rest of the token? What will be with them? Will they be
first you can read the white paper. In the white paper, it's standing. Yeah. You can see it on the website then there. So this will not so much modified then there. We have now new situations. They're outside then there. And we must look anyhow at the end. And it's not the end. Let's say at the beginning. Is it possible a better word for it than there? How much is left? Then we're looking for it. Then possible, because we have high contributions who will going for some of people, for many of the people out. We must look what is at the end really available. Then there, because this was the next question. What is then there when there's so much tokens sold or contribution? Can it be extend or exceed the 250? No. In the moment when with all contribution which we must be paid at the day of the launch, exceeding then the 215, then we stop selling. That's so it cannot be more. So everything in the system is be possible to give out and there. This leads to the next question when somebody say, oh, there's a 1, 2, 3 or 5 months, but we have just this month. At the moment, whatever is your running time, when we launch, you getting the amount who's on the right side at 1. So there will be no loss. You get it then better earlier. So that's why important when you are now clicking the contribution, make it on the longest. So you're getting much more. Don't make it on 1 month or something like this. Then there you will be paid out as if it would be 6 months. Even if it's just 7 days or 1 month, you will be paid like 6 months. Very important to tell you.
Okay, thank you. So my friends, my partner. So thanks a lot, Vili. I think you asked you really every question were given a good answer, I think. And if not, if you feel okay, is not everything clear, no problem. The Germans have sometimes the same problem. And so this means the discussion is going on. Huh? The discussion is going on, but don't forget to be active. And soon there will be the app. I think when the app will be there, the community will say, oh, this is really something hot. And I should really inform everybody I know about this new app, because nobody has this app. And then you will bring a lot of new people into this business, because all the people who said to you, you are stupid to work for a project like this. Now you have an app, a sensational app like this. And then it will say, oh, really? Really? It is really working? You are not working for a scam, and you are not a network stupid guy. Okay. So when it's like this, then perhaps I should take my chance again and take some million tokens. And so really good times are coming for us. And
the best times.
No, not just good times, best times even. Yeah. So be very optimistic. Be very optimistic. Bring as many people as possible to this business. There is still some time to go. This is for sure. That there's still some weeks to go. And then when this shitty Corona crisis will be over, and more people will see, okay, I want to be financial free. The world is in crisis. So perhaps more and more people will see, okay, cryptocurrency, this Glamjet thing is really something cool. I should be in this business. So Glamjet is, for the cryptocurrency, I see it like this, is the answer to a lot of questions in the crypto market.
And believe me, the world will be different after the crisis. And believe me, we are part of this in fitting really good. Whatever coming after this, we are prepared for it. And so we are tracking everything really, really good. But believe me, we are part of this, what is so-called future, because it's really easy. We are for the people. We are for the normal people than there. And this is a really thing what is always on our flag than there. And this is, we don't let anybody down. So that's very important. This is, if I can just tell you, to making a scam is much more easier to making like we do real work than there. And of course, with wrong promises, everybody can collect money like crazy. But we want to never giving wrong promises. We answer all the questions and the best thing. We do all the best. And I think in the future will showing that this is the best way without hyping you to crazy or telling you things. And there's on directly opening, telling you, this is this, so we do it, that we can do. And we don't want to promise something was there. This is the status. Let's talk over it. I believe in there in more open things, because I believe in that we have the best people on the planet here by us in Glamjet and there. And we had not even started.
Yes, exactly. So thanks a lot that you all attended here in the webinar. And perhaps if we are also growing in the English field, in the English-speaking field, so we will have again a webinar in some weeks when we will all have this app.
I think we will later have, and then when we launching the app at the day or the day after, we're making an English-speaking webinar, of course, too. Then there, so in this moment, so we will want not launch it and then waiting. Then there's when we launch it, and then we're talking over it. Then there, because this is our big step. Then there to do it. Then there.
Okay, thanks a lot, and have a good evening wherever you are, or good morning, perhaps. So, und vielen Dank. Thanks a lot, dear Willi. It was
great. Thanks a lot you for doing, and thanks a lot of you guys and girls out there that you're taking the time to be here with us. And it was really nice to meet some of you, and I hope my English was okay.